Welcome to 2Kiwis&Cheese podcast. I'm Puck.
I'm Garrett.
I'm Brent.
I'm Ben.
Well, I guess I'm AJ.
Oh yeah, we're going by our actual. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you're putting it out there, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they already know.
Have you doxed yourself on stream, or was that on purpose?
Oh no, I've said my full name before, and that was on purpose, like 100%.
Okay, because I know I accidentally put it out in chat once, like not even thinking about it. I was like afterwards, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, no, that's already been done. Happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I've like fully
Fair
brought up.
enough.
Here's where I live, and here's my Facebook profile. Here's this. Here's that. You know, like every time. It used to be every stream.
100%.
What was it? We were doing. I think it was an after show that I used to do for Star Wars shows and stuff every weekend, and we had Whippy on, and I think, I think he literally just like completely like put his address like right like up close to the camera on complete accident, like showing us, I got a package of a thing, and just put the label right up to it.
Oh, and I've known people to clip that and then send people things, and they'd be like, how did you get this information? And they were like, oh well, we clipped this and just saved it, and we just decided to send you shit, you know.
Thankfully
so
it wasn't
weird.
like the same, like it was pretty safe. The audience wasn't big. People hadn't filed in fully. It was pretty early on in the VOD. So like as soon as like we hit stop, or no. What it was is we, I think I forgot to hit stop streaming, but we'd already rated out.
Yeah.
And so we didn't think about it. So like he just put it up to the screen, and I was like, and like a minute later, I was like, "Oh shit, I'm still live," and immediately stopped like streaming, and then like went and took down the VOD, and then highlighted it so that it wasn't in it.
That's too good. That's too good.
It was so funny. But,
well, I went to bed. I've gone to bed with my stream.
Yes, you have
live. More than once. More than once.
By the way, I should probably fully introduce you. Like, this is Puck Boy, AJ, all the different names. He streams on Twitch at Shipwreck Bricks.
Yes, sir.
If you want to plug your Instagram and your podcast and that?
It's all the same name for all my socials, except for our podcast. Me and Becca Bubbles is BrickCityRadio. You can find us mostly on Spotify. Apparently, Apple doesn't like us. They haven't posted any of our stuff. But you can find us also on Google and Amazon and all the other ones, just not Apple.
Now you got me worried that maybe I should go check our Apple stuff. I think we go up on there though.
I don't. Maybe I have to get with you to see what you did, because I just can't seem to get it to post. It will not. It's like no, we don't like your content.
Weird,
like something like that.
I don't know.
Well, Whippy has said that he listens to us on Apple, I think.
Yeah, Whippy listens to us on Apple.
Shout out to Whippy.
Shout out Whippy.
who I believe is he's still live right now too.
Yes,
he
is.
He was doing that.
We will PayPal $1 to somebody who can guess when we recorded this, based on Whippy being live.
I'll PayPal.
It has to be the first person.
Nope, I can't say that because I've told people, and my girlfriend will come and be like, "You recorded this time."
Yeah, Garrett specifically will PayPal you.
Yeah, Garrett will do it.
Contact Garrett directly at
Garrett Simmons.
Garrett Simmons at gmail.com. Definitely. Yeah, sure. That's definitely my PayPal.
If he doesn't respond within 3 working days, contact the police.
Yeah, because he's
What the
lost.
hell?
He's
Yeah.
been lost.
He's gotten lost.
He
in the
needs to
man.
forest. There's a bear in the
No.
forest.
Or
Oh.
he's just stuck at work.
Oh, that's
I mean,
even
that's
worse. There's a
If you
bear
find
at work.
Eric-
Oh
If you
no.
find Eric and he's lost, make sure to check the address and phone number on his collar and contact us that way.
Right.
But yeah, we've known each other for quite a while. How long have you been streaming on Twitch, Puck?
So it will be oh jeez, it's
Yep.
over. It's like a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be 2 years in January.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
we're coming up. I
Very
kind of am celebrating my year anniversary a little bit late, but a lot happened this summer. But we've known each other almost almost 2.5. I want to say
closer to
2.5
that.
years.
Yeah, I definitely. No, that's definite. Have you did the Instagram stuff come around because of the Twitch, or were you already doing the stuff on Instagram beforehand?
Oh no, I was definitely on Instagram prior to hopping on Twitch. For
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. No, I
Oh,
was.
really? I thought
Yeah.
the whole
No.
thing was like just a kind of like a tangent, not a tangent, a spread of the web from the Twitch. I don't know.
No. No.
If that's a tangent, I don't know what. Yeah.
Right.
No, I thought
Stay on
Instagram
course
was
pretty
gonna be. No, I thought Instagram was gonna be like how would you call it, like a good thing just by itself, but Instagram without everything else just kind of sucks. Like just doing that, it wasn't gonna work. So I was
Believe
like,
it or
I'm
not,
gonna...
I did Instagram content for like a little while. Not very long, because I got tired of dealing with it and I just didn't have the like consistency to do it.
What's wrong
It
with
is
it?
it is a pain.
It's just not good to it's just not amazing on its own, especially building following.
Right. Is it just not that interactive with an audience?
No, it's not. It's not super interactive. Not at all.
It's super scrolly.
Right.
Yeah, it's super scrolly, but also you get the same kind of thing that happens on YouTube, where people will just start coming in and trolling majorly.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things where you'll read comments on there and such where they're like, oh well, how awful is this person being to this puppy, or they're just showing this because they want views, and then things get political and complicated, and you're just like,
I my favorite argument for like anything on social media or like any platform is, oh, this person's just doing it for views.
oh yeah, it's a great
yes,
because
sir.
technically
that
it's
is
true.
exactly what I'm doing. That is the whole point.
True. It is.
Are you not entertained? Is that not why you're here? What?
right, exactly. Is it the whole point is for it to be entertaining. Like that is the whole spiel, right?
My perspective on movies. You know?
Right. And like you get on social media and the expectation is, oh, real life, and I'm like, nah. Like, no. Like, this isn't real life. This is people putting on a show so you can enjoy yourself and have a good laugh or a cry or whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But people really do take it overly serious. That now, of course, there are people that are doing things they shouldn't be doing, obviously. But in the long run, like, it is just to have fun. Like it really
Yeah.
is.
I mean that's the thing. Is like I've heard the argument of like, oh, they're just doing it for the views when they say that they're just doing it for fun. It's like those two can exist in the same thing. They
Yes,
can both
exactly.
exist at the same time.
Exactly. And you know, I do it to be silly. Like my Lego content that I produce on Instagram is I don't take it super seriously because it's just supposed to be fun, silly content. Like I don't know if you guys saw my great white shark my
Yes.
little thing that I did.
Yeah.
I woke up one morning, I was like, you know, I have this little shark over by Barracuda Bay just, you know, sitting here. I'm like, why not do something completely like just like stupid and take my great white shark and, you know, do the great white shark do 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 do, and you know, people eat that shit up. Like they really
See,
do.
People
that's the funny
crave
thing.
stupid.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
love stupid.
Yes.
That's
Why don't
why
more people
one of
watch
my
our
favorite
podcast?
movies is Borat.
Oh, right? Right?
And have you guys
You
seen
know,
Airplane?
and that movie, Borat, you know, I love getting people riled up. That's another thing that I love to do. Um, that movie in itself is hilarious. It is so politically incorrect, which is totally fine by me. But that's another thing. People take things too seriously. Like it is just a movie. It is hilarious. He is not trying to be mean to anybody. He is
Like
just
you can
making
tell
fun.
when like a movie or like a piece of media is trying to like actually shit on a particular idea or group of people. Or
Yeah.
It's
Borat,
usually
it's
when it's
literally
not
just
funny.
like, yeah, exactly.
Have you
It
guys
it
seen
is
the movie
just
Airplane?
oh,
Yeah,
absolutely
It's
yes.
from the
so
80s,
good.
and it's again. I'm basic at this point. I'm basically telling you my list, but it's on there as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's a
Ben's
great
movie
movie to
list.
have on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic movie.
Are
to
these
have on there.
your favorite comedies, Ben?
No,
Is this
these
your
are my.
or just favorite movies?
These are my. I'm making a top 50 list, and we were kind of talking about it
Right.
before. And I kind of gave a little list of like I've got some war movies on there, but I got some comedies, some like general sci-fi like Blade Runner and stuff, and Blade Runner and June are on
Mhm.
there. But then I've also like comedies like Monty Python and the
Classic
Holy
Dune or
Grail.
new Dune?
The new one, just because
Yes.
like
Okay.
the sound design for the new one is
Oh, yes.
like amazing.
Yes.
My dad went and watched it like a couple of days ago, and I told him to turn the sound system up because that
It
like
needs to be like blaring loud. Yes.
it does. Yeah, it does. It needs to shake the house.
Well, I know I
It's
agree.
like,
It absolutely does. It's like watching Interstellar like on 50% volume. I'm like, no, you need to turn it up to like 90.
Yeah, yeah.
okay, these are things I didn't know existed. So I need to
What?
go, and whenever I watch these films, I need to make sure my parents and family aren't home so that
Yes.
I could just boost it.
Yeah, it's specific movies. So like yeah, Dune and Christopher Nolan movies
Inception.
in general.
Yeah, a lot
Just
of like
Christopher
Yeah,
Nolan in
yeah.
you know
general.
what? Yeah, that is
Oh,
definitely something that I
Inception?
noticed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
You need the
literally
volume. You
sound
need
is
the
part
volume
of the
all the way
film.
up.
Like
Yes.
it's part of the plot if with sound and Inception.
I've
Like
got
using
I've got one Christopher Nolan movie on my list.
mhm.
Really?
Oh, which one?
I'll give you guys. You each get one guess. I think Brent might already
Mm.
know it. So if you
Can
do
we get
know
I
it,
will go last, yeah.
yeah.
Can we get a hint?
No,
Yeah,
there's
do we
not
get a
enough.
No, they're like there's like I could count the number of Christopher Nolan movies on like two hands.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
I'll let you go first, Puck.
Mm.
Wow, letting the guest go first. Whoa.
I mean, it is.
Giving him the
Okay,
hard job.
well, I'm gonna have to say out of the movies because we were talking about, are we we're either gonna go with either Dunkirk.
I will give you I did tell you all of the war movies that were on my list.
That's true, you did. So
Yeah.
it's not that movie. So then I'm gonna have to say that it's either then Insomnia or Oppenheimer.
I
You
don't
mean
think it's gonna be
Inception?
True, but you already said Inception.
What's Insomnia? I don't think I've heard about Insomnia.
What's Insomnia?
Yeah,
I don't think I've heard of that one
Insomnia
either.
is with who's in the movie? It's with Robin
Okay.
Williams and Al Pacino.
I didn't know this
Oh.
movie existed.
Oh,
So
gotta
Yeah,
add that to my
yeah.
watch list.
Yeah, he's it's a homicide, like it's a police movie. I just saw it a couple years ago.
completely derailed. Have you guys seen why do I always forget the names of movies? The one with it's got the meme like what's in the box? And
7.
it's got 7, yeah. I liked that movie.
Are we talking about Lucky Number 7?
No, it's just a movie called 7, but the V is the number 7.
Oh,
it's
7. Okay.
7 on.
Yeah. With
Brad Pitt.
Gwyneth Paltrow and Bad Pitt.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bad Pitt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bad Pit.
Bad Pitt.
Yeah.
All right,
I
Garrett.
meant
That
What's,
sounds
what's
like a
your
deodorant.
guess?
Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, derailing. Garrett, what's your guess for Crystal?
Well, is Inception included in the ones we can guess out of? So
You
it's
can guess Inception. You can guess Inception.
okay. I feel like I remember you talking about Tenet at some point. So it's like that one. Otherwise, I mean, The Dark Knight is like.
Can I tell you on my list I do have a Batman movie.
Oh, okay.
Well then.
Then I'm gonna say okay. You have a Batman movie. I'm gonna go with Tenet then.
Okay, Brent, what's your guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tenet as well.
Yeah, it is Tenet.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was about to say it was maybe he was gonna have Dark Knight on there, but then I was like,
I really
he has a
like
Batman movie,
the
so
Batman.
I mean, I assume the newest
Yeah.
Batman is the one that you went
the,
with.
the Batman is I love the Batman.
it was fantastic.
It was so good.
I'm
Oh
so
my
glad I
gosh.
saw that in the theater.
And
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
I went and saw it in IMAX.
Did I see it with you, Ben?
Probably. I don't know. I turn like any comic book movies that come out into like an event. Like I have a chat where I just like, hey, anyone want to come to this movie, and end up with like 8 people.
Yeah.
I
enjoy movies.
I need friends that are close by that like to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I flew all the way. I mean, I didn't go to New Zealand to like do things in New Zealand like that you would think. No, I went to New Zealand to see Indiana Jones with really
Oh my
cool people.
God.
That was why I went. I went there and flew back.
That movie, I think, who was I talking to? Oh, it was with Wumbus. We were chatting about this a couple weeks ago, and how they needed to add a little extra scene to that movie where he was in has it been long enough? Can we talk about this?
Yeah, we can talk about this. I think it's
Wait,
out
yeah,
on digital. You can buy it now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's long enough then. They really needed to give Indy some more time in the past.
Yeah,
I
I would have
I
liked
think
that
they should've-
sequence to be a little bit longer, just a little bit longer.
Yes.
Otherwise,
You
I
can watch
completely
the
love that
Disney
film.
on Disney Plus. Oh wait, no, you can't. Never mind. It's just the trailer.
Nope.
I lied. Anyway, yeah, we can still talk about it.
They're
It's been 2
like
weeks.
not yet. They're
Yeah.
like, we're not letting you have this yet.
I enjoyed it. I did feel like they needed. I don't know. They needed
Felt
more.
like there was something missing, maybe.
It does feel like that.
Yeah.
I wish Short Round was the guy on the boat. I wish
Oh,
Short
that would've
Round
been
was
good.
Antonio Banderas, because then his death would have had like so much more impact. Like
Yeah,
it would have
it
made
would've.
that.
God
Yeah,
damn, that would have hurt. Yeah.
that would have been, and also like it would have shown that Indy did keep in contact with Short Round after Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
It
That
would've-
would have been good. That would have been
Yeah.
good.
I think if it was any chain, I think that would be a good one.
Yeah, and
Um,
also you were talking
what?
about how Brody should have been
I was
what's
just
his
about to say
name's
that.
father?
You ruined it. You ruined my.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I stole your point.
I was saying that I 100% think that Marcus Brody should have been the parent of, what's her name? I've forgotten her name.
Helena.
Helena. Yeah, it should have been
Yeah.
Helena
Yeah, yeah.
Brody. 100%.
Yeah.
Like you can, if you've got digitally altered Harrison Ford, I know the
But the
actor's
actor's
dead.
dead for it, yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, it
you
didn't
remember-
stop them doing Peter Cushing and Rogue One, did it?
That's
and
true.
it didn't stop. They kind of
Yep.
did it with Ghostbusters, the Afterlife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
what's his name?
I mean, they didn't bring
spacing-
him back. No, that's yeah. He was dead in the movie as well.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was dead in the movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was yeah.
I'm spacing on the name though.
Egon.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the actor's name? Fuck.
Hold on, I'm on Wikipedia now. Stand by.
He wrote
I don't
the
wanna-
original movie too.
I know his name. I know his name. Why?
And we're all gonna hate ourselves here in a moment.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Oh my gosh.
Harold.
Harold Ramis.
Harold.
There you
Harold
go.
Ramis. Yeah.
Look, I think they did honor to him. I think they did that really well
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
in that movie.
It was like a movie dedicated to him in a way.
It was,
You know-
yeah, 100%.
A lot of people
Um,
didn't like it, or I guess they didn't go see it as well. There was a lot of people. I ain't seeing this because they did this, and it's like, yeah, but you didn't watch it, did you? You didn't actually
Yeah.
watch the movie.
Yeah.
And see,
I
that's what I have a problem with a lot of times is a lot of these people aren't actually going and seeing these movies. They're just
Yeah.
hating to hate.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never actually in like full on seen the B movie, but I will shit on it constantly.
I've seen the B movie
Oh,
multiple
okay.
times.
There's
Now-
only I won't usually shit on movies when I haven't seen them, but like, I'm sorry, it's the B movie.
I don't think I've shit on a movie that I haven't seen.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what
definitely have
I
not.
would've- Yeah.
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 We're
Um,
throwing.
Garrett, get
Garrett
under the
out in
bus.
out in the
No.
bus.
Get under the bus. Gets on hands and knees. Okay, pulls myself under. Oh, jeez. Nah, no, I just have a vendetta against that movie because everything, like, I've seen, I probably have seen like 50 to 75% of the movie from just stupid ass clips online.
Actually, I take this back
makes
because I
sense.
did
That
shit
makes
on
sense.
65 in an episode of the podcast. I shat on it before seeing
And then
Bruh. And
now
I
I've
told
seen
you-
it, and now
then I
I'm
told
like,
you
yep,
to go see
it. My
it.
points are valid. I didn't like it. I was annoyed at it. I didn't.
You
What
didn't
were
like it?
they? They weren't
Why did you?
dinosaurs.
Why did you not like it?
I didn't like the not dinosaur, whatever it was at the end.
Brent is a
It could have
stickler
been.
for dinosaurs.
But they were like, yes, this species, and then there was something else. Like I know there are quadruped giant reptiles, but what was that thing at the end? I don't think
don't
there
know.
is actually an answer. I don't know
Wait.
what that is.
Puck, have you seen it?
65?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple times already.
What's that
Okay.
thing at the end
I don't
that like
think
goes
Garrett and
out?
I-
A
have seen
giant dinosaur.
Yeah,
But it.
Wow.
What was that?
It's a
Dinosaur?
dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
it's
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
dinosaur.
I think it was supposed to be a T-Rex.
But it was on all fours though, wasn't it?
It was.
It looked like it was on all fours.
Was
It was
it?
a Spinosaur, but
Oh, maybe
It
it
had a
was a
haircut.
Spinosaur then.
You know-
yeah. Yeah, it could have been a Spinosaur.
He's going
He's
into
right.
anaphylactic shock.
Oh, God.
He's having spasms, folks.
No, I will say I kind of like the kid in that movie kind of pisses me off a little bit, but for the most part I did like the movie.
I've got to go back and I'm going to dissect that movie. I'm going to just
You know,
I'm
Brent,
just
you were
gonna
talking
go
about uploading other things onto the YouTube channel. I want you to dissect 65 and do a 65 movie review.
65
Yes.
minutes of me hating 65.
Yeah.
65 minutes. That should be the title. 65 minutes of me shitting on 65.
Well, technically, like I agree dissecting it for a number of minutes equal to the movie, but it was 65 million the movie.
Oh,
65 million years ago. So,
Well,
Are you gonna be doing
Hush.
doing? You're gonna be doing
That's a lot of
65
minutes.
million then?
Oh gosh,
Damn,
it'll be
that's
a
a lot of hours,
series.
bro.
That's
See
a lot of
ya-
hours.
See you in like a couple decades.
Yeah, a couple decades. Yeah.
It's gonna
2
take
years.
more than a couple decades.
Couple
what are you
minutes,
talking about?
you know.
Actually, let's do
we'll
this.
see it.
Should
We'll
we
see
do
when the sun sets
65
Google.
hold on, I'm
million?
doing the maths right now.
Yeah, do it. I want to see how long it's gonna
Okay.
take.
It is gonna. Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to do the maths given it's 65 million divided by 60. It's about 1 million hours. Divided by 24 is 45,138 days. Divided by 365 is 123 years.
That's fine. You can
we'll
do
see
that
it.
in an afternoon.
We'll see
Oh,
you
yeah.
later. We'll see you later.
All right, I'll just
Yeah.
go. I'll go do that now, shall I? Bye.
Get to work.
By the time you're done, there'll be new dinosaurs on the planet.
that will make a sequel.
The whole world will have like died off, and there's just bread at like his desk, just
They'll-
Just
they're
rambling
gonna be,
away.
There's gonna
Just
be like the
rambling
next
away.
high species that are like digging for fossils, and then they're gonna dig into like the roof of my room and like collapse in. They're gonna be like, "What? What's this?" And I'm still there at the keyboard, like, "Hello,
just a
welcome
frail
in."
like old man with like long
I
crusty
have
hair.
episodes about the movie 65. Do you want to watch?"
Hey, Brent. Now,
Yeah.
if you 65 million minutes, right? If you want to do 65 million seconds, that is 2 years.
Oh, I could manage 2 years.
You could do that.
Yeah.
2 years.
No.
Yeah, that means you have to do like
I like how this
What?
is so much
an
longer than
episode
the
a day.
movie.
You could do that in like 3 years. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh
my
yeah.
gosh.
Absolutely.
4
Oh,
if you want to
no.
like not have to talk while you're eating.
Yeah, and very
I'll
short
put
bathroom breaks.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
Oh,
Or
that's
you
nice
just
you know what?
get,
4
breaks.
years. You could do it in 4.
or
Halfway
you just
through,
get
it
one
turns
of
in-
those. You just
halfway
get
through
one
it
of those.
turns into a mukbang.
My
Huh?
gosh.
What did you say, Max?
It's a paleo
Half-
diet mukbang.
Halfway through, it turns into a mukbang.
Oh my god.
Here I'm eating.
Nah, he just
the-
needs a lapel. He just needs a lapel mic. Then he can continue wherever he goes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
that's
just go to
true,
work.
That's true.
I'll record this podcast while also talking about 65. I might be doing it right now. And that's why I think 65 is a terrible movie. Part 14. Catch you on the next one.
Oh god. That's No, I saw
Welcome
it,
to
I saw it once in the
episode-
theaters.
Oh, how
That-
was it in theaters? Because I did
I
not.
I
have
liked
that
it in
opportunity.
theaters because I see it's I like was looking at Netflix last night, like I don't know what to watch, and like I saw that it was on Netflix, and I was like, I could watch that again, but then I watched the Johnny Depp Amber Heard series and
Oh, and
don't
Out
watch
of
it.
all
It's
the
not worth it.
choices, hang on a
how
minute.
was that?
Those were
Yeah,
your
how did that-
choices?
How did
Don't
you get
watch
to
that.
that
It's-
choice?
Yeah,
Well-
you had the choice of a movie you just saw or that. Is that it on Netflix? What the
Yes.
heck?
Okay, I will be honest, it's gotten better because there was like a while there that I just never watched anything on Netflix because like I didn't care about any of it. But like lately there has been some good stuff. But like
But how did you come up with Amber Heard and Johnny
Yeah.
Depp?
I don't know, man. I was just like I can't I
Were you
there's
delirious?
a larger streamer that I watched that was kind of like invested in the trial
Garrett.
and he got featured in it. Except
Garrett.
like featured as in they stole his content.
Oh,
Garrett.
okay.
Get under
Don't-
the bus, Garrett. get under the bus.
Okay.
Who's driving the bus this time? I'll take the wheel this time. Oh, he's gone.
Oh
No,
no!
don't watch it. It's so shitty and just
I mean, I
bad.
kept up with the trial as it was going on. I knew it was gonna be shitty.
Yeah,
There's so
same.
much
What?
coming out about that stuff.
Mm.
Oh
I
dear.
also-
I mean, I
I
was
also
like
kept up
hoping
with
that
the
they could do
trial.
it good, but I saw too much beforehand to know that like it wasn't gonna be great. But like, I'll be honest, I was more paying attention to you as you were streaming, Brent. So like, it wasn't
Wait,
complete
what?
lost cause.
Wait, you were watching the trial while watching me.
Yeah, I was, but yeah,
Oh, because this was. Oh yeah, because last. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, so he's like I am, where y'all are usually on my screen and I'm chatting with you guys, but 90% of the time I've also got my TV going. Like,
Yeah, see, that was
Yeah.
just like that was like I knew most of the facts about the trial and like followed it and like the streamer that I watch, shout out Asmongold. Yeah, I watch him. Yeah, there was a lot of shitty things that like were done with that documentary. Not only like very hardcore narrative building to also just straight up like stealing content from other creators.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Some of them they contacted and were like, "Hey, we'd like to use this in our Netflix documentary." And like even the ones that said no, they basically were just like, "Fuck you, we're doing it anyway."
Well, of course. 'Cause
Don't
they're
you know
like,
who
they're
I
like, we
am?
don't actually
I'm
care.
Mr.
What are you
Netflix.
what are you gonna do about it?
Right.
Like,
Well, no, you know what's even funnier is one of the guys that was doing content for it and was doing, I think he was doing live streams and like live commentary and stuff like that. They what was it? They contacted him by email. It was like, "Hey, we'd like to use your clips and stuff." And he was like, "Nah, I'd rather not." And they were like, "Okay, we're gonna use your clips anyway." And then after the thing came out, he found copyright claims on the videos of the clips that they used in the doc.
wow.
Ugh.
Yeah,
So they copyrighted
Wow.
his stuff.
yeah.
But how do you
I
see
will
that
be
makes
honest,
no
that is
sense? Like how
so
do you
gross.
copyright? Well,
I don't think the only defense that I'll give them is it might not have been a manual claim, like they went and did it. It's very likely that it was YouTube's automatic systems that went and claimed
oh
it.
yeah.
But
That's
like,
so lame.
still,
That is so lame.
yeah.
Ugh. I like
Yeah,
how we've been
don't watch
talking
the
all these
Johnny Depp Amber
problems of,
Heard
like,
trial stuff on Netflix. It's
Is it
really
a Netflix
bad and shitty.
documentary, or is it like someone else that did it and then it's just on Netflix?
What?
Was it Netflix themselves who did it?
You know what? I don't know. You know what? I think so, but let me make sure so that I'm getting my claim right and you can't sue me.
I mean, yeah, that's yeah. You wanna
Yes, it is.
cover
It has the
cover your
little
butt.
Netflix logo up in the corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's Netflix.
It's like
then,
3 45-minute to 1 hour episodes. Don't watch
just,
it.
You know,
It's shitty.
it
They're
makes no
terrible.
sense that they went back and did something like that like right away. I was like, we all know what happened. We both know
Yeah.
that the whole thing was just a big giant shit show.
Everybody watched it. Like
Everybody.
the world watched it. Like, come on.
Can I?
What
Well,
was-
and
can I
then
make a,
and then all these companies hating on Johnny Depp and actually he turns out to not have done anything that actually was claimed.
They'll still
like-
hold on to that though, that he actually did, and it's wrong. But yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will say again, Johnny Depp, not a saint. Bro,
No,
100%
no.
gets drunk and abuses alcohol and drugs.
Oh yeah,
100%.
not a saint, and I'm not saying he is,
But like,
but
I
that
don't,
doesn't
I
mean
don't
that
know,
he
man.
was, you know,
I find
Yeah,
it
he
well,
didn't
funny
have
there
to
was
the
something
lose.
photo that they
else.
used for the just the like if you search it up on Netflix, because they 100% cut him out, because I remember looking at footage and there's a photo, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's basically her in the background over his shoulder, but they cut out and when he was giving his he was on the stand and he was being questioned, they've cut him out and put
Yep.
him in front of another shot of her sitting at her
Speaking of doctoring
area.
images,
It's just like, why do they do
It's a
that?
bit weird. Isn't it supposed to be a documentary? Why are they faking? Why do
Because they
feel that
always,
the
it's
because they
thumbnail.
always do that.
you
That's
gotta
weird.
pull in the thumbnails, you know.
They always do. They always fake it.
Oh, there was something else
Fake it
recently that like
till they make
that
it.
was like fairly like prominent and like people are like the submarine thing. Like there's already documentaries being worked on and like
Oh yeah,
posted and stuff.
yeah. The Titanic one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
At this point, I'm just like, how thorough? How can you be sure?
the scientists that um were working on it told the dude that it was not a smart idea to do what he was doing with the materials he was using. Like he
Yeah.
was warned. And then what is up with the janky controller? Like what
Yeah, what was
I-
that
gets in-
about?
Okay.
who gets in a
so
submarine with a
I s-
Logitech controller?
I saw something where like that wasn't actually like the primary control of it, but I'm not so sure that it's true. I can't verify that, but like that there were other like ways to control it inside, but and that was just like for like ship stuff, like getting it off while getting it off the ship and testing some things from the outside as well, so you didn't have to be in the cockpit. But I cannot verify that.
It all
That is
feels
Yeah.
very gimmicky, and
yes.
I don't know. It just
Well, I don't know. There's a video of them. No, there's a video of them using it.
Is
like,
it? Oh, God.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
there's
what
an
I thought.
actual,
I
like-
wasn't really like believing. I didn't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
think
yeah.
it. I was just like, I saw this, so I'm not actually sure anymore. But no,
Oh no,
if
there
that
was
is, yeah.
there was a video, and people had warned them. They were like, "Why are they using a $20 Logitech?"
I don't even think
thing.
it's a new one either.
No, it wasn't. It was not.
They
It's
couldn't
probably
afford.
like 10 years old at least, if not
They
like
couldn't
12 or
afford a
13
proper
now.
one.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, if like the U.S. government is beating you and they're using like Xbox One S controllers and like Xbox Series controllers for their drones because they're finding that that's easier to
Well, I mean
for new
that
people to
part's
control,
true. They
it's
do
like
that.
how is the U.S. government beating you?
Well, I
Did you
mean,
not have enough of
The
money
future
from
is
these people that
designed
wanted
by
to go?
gamers.
I mean, if you think about it, though, those Xbox controllers are hella good, though.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like no, that's literally why they switched to them because like so many guys that were going to the military had more experience with Xbox controllers. So like, why not already take
Why
that
not?
experience that's
Yes,
already there?
exactly. Use
But no, it's like
the resources.
if you're gonna use a controller, use a slightly more mainstream, reliable one that's not like forever old.
Yes.
Maybe they should have done keyboard and mouse.
I mean, that
they
would be the
they
smart
WASD, and then like
He's doing
Q to like go up.
He's just
Q
getting
to go
WASD.
down.
Oh my
They should have
god.
plugged in a Nokia.
F to
Just
dive.
Yeah, it's F, but you
terrible.
gotta tap it like 2 times. Like
Oh
an
my
old
God.
Nokia, not a
Gosh.
phone, but just like a
Nope,
brick. You
nope,
gotta
I won't
press
say
the
that
buttons.
joke. That's nope.
He's like
Uh,
I'm not
No,
touching
I
this.
was gonna say something about press X to something, but I'll let you fill in the blank. No, like but yeah, though I've already like there's already like documentaries being made and things like that, like official ones, and it's like Now hold on a minute. Like this was like 2 weeks after the incident like concluded. Like they were like, yeah, we found the remains. Like that was like that. Like it was like 2 weeks after that. They were like, yeah, we got a documentary coming. It's like, bro, hold on a minute. I don't even think that this is like settled. The debris might not have even settled on the bottom of the ocean. Chill out for half a minute.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it does. It also seems like, I don't know. It's like,
I feel like it's kind of open. It was kind of open shut pretty quickly, and doesn't need to
yeah.
be.
But they
It
did.
still
But
felt
they
like
did
an
need to
open
talk
wound
about
to
it
do a
though.
documentary.
Well, yes, that's fair, but like I feel like that's something like with the Depp v. Heard's docu series or whatever it's called is like everybody knew about this. I don't know if
Yes.
they're catering to like the boomers that didn't understand what happened. They're like, and they've got like their like kids Netflix account, and
Yeah,
they're
but
like,
yeah,
oh,
exactly. It's their kids'
they're
Netflix.
scrolling
Are
and they're
they
like, oh,
actually,
what's this thing? And they
if
then
they're
the
watching
boomers watch
anything,
it.
they're watching the news, surely.
Yeah,
Then they would
Oh
know.
yes. Oh yes.
So who's the
that's true.
documentary for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's
People
who,
that like documentaries and had nothing better to do but to watch it on
I got
Netflix.
better like content
So it
off
could
of
be
YouTube
studied
than
in
the
law
shit that they
school.
pumped out onto that YouTube
gosh.
docu series.
It could be studied
yeah.
in law school, and people who like didn't want to actually read the books and study could just like watch the documentary.
I mean,
Oh my
there's that.
gosh.
That's true. That's a good point there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do know people that would rather just sit and watch something than have to
But like,
pull out a book.
it's so bad.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
It's actually
Documentaries are now just becoming trash TV. Like they've
Oh, I
becoming
know.
more
Like,
and
it's
more
like-
Go
trash.
watch a
There are still
YouTube
good
documentary
ones.
by like an
And then
independent
there's-
YouTuber.
Oh,
Like you'll
it's-
get more info out of that now, honestly.
Well, it's like the documentary that came out recently on which one? It was another. It's one of the science documentaries, and Brent might have seen it. The prehistoric planet that came out.
I
recently.
haven't seen it, but I do want to see it.
I've heard
it looks
of it.
very cool.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like it's a good one, but you know it does sometimes. There are parts in it that you're like, did they just like skimp out on some
Is that
some
They
money
did
on
here?
Apple TV?
Did they
Is
really?
that the one?
Yeah, it's the one I can't
Yeah,
watch.
no, it's
is on
Apple TV. Yeah.
Okay, I might have to watch this then.
No,
'Cause I've
it's
got
good.
Apple
It's
TV for a
good.
little bit because I want
It's
to
good,
watch.
but there are a couple points in there where you're like, did they just?
I do like they
Run out
delve
of
into
cash?
some theories that aren't like, well, that's a lot of things, right? They're like, this isn't fully proven yet. Well, of course it's not because you weren't there. But they've gone and taken some quite extraordinary, like they have sauropods in the series that are using like, I don't know, they're using some really interesting. They have some interesting choices, and it's like you never really see this because it's not a classic looking dinosaur, is it? It's not like
Yeah.
a lot of the 90s version of dinosaurs are now what a lot of the time we see. Like Jurassic World
Mhm.
dinosaurs, they're all pretty much just the 90s dinosaurs. Even the one with feathers, they're all very 90s dinosaurs. The
Right.
late 90s designs or early 2000 designs. Like
But
Spinosaurus has
sometimes
had
it
so
can't
many
be.
makeovers.
Sometimes it can't be helped though because we actually really have no idea what these things actually look
Exactly.
like.
Yeah, we
Like
went there.
for all we know is that these things could be we know that some of them had feathers because we found feathers, but for as much as we could know, these things could have actually done a lot of things or been a lot smarter than we think.
I mean, look at what we've learned about the Spinosaurus from 30 years ago,
Yeah.
and how
Oh yeah.
that people like rethinking about how it's like set up, and like it has a massive tail because it's an aquatic.
Yeah.
Oh, and how good of
Yeah.
a swimmer it actually is.
Yeah,
Like this is always changing. We're always finding new info about it.
It's
Yeah,
turned,
it's kind of
turned
it's
from-
bounced from quadruped to biped to quadruped, and now it's kind of going a little bit in between again. It's bouncing around quite a bit, and I love
But
it.
wait,
It's
but
beautiful.
it is
It's turned
super
into a
awesome
crocodile,
though.
basically. A
It
crocodile
is
with a
awesome.
massive fin.
Just a
And
big
more
ass
of a neck.
crocodile.
Yeah.
But then you have
And
like
it's from I'm just making a joke here, but it's don't go to Australia, folks.
I just want to know what's canon. You know?
what's canon
Yeah, what's
in the
Yeah,
yeah,
world.
what's
what's
canon?
canon?
Yeah.
What is there a lore book?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
gosh.
called Ark Survival. That's
Oh
what
my
it's
gosh,
called.
the
Oh.
Ark
Can I get
style.
Oh, they
confirmation from the
gamified it?
developers?
That's so cool.
Can I
Yeah,
just get
just-
Is there a
confirmation
wiki
from the
for it?
developers around
There
what's
is a
canon and what's
wiki.
not?
There
you know?
is a wiki.
What's it called?
The
It's
canon
Ark
is
Survival
ever changing.
Wiki.
It's like it's the George Lucas special editions.
Oh.
Oh crap!
Where-
Our
where-
Spinosaurus is
where-
now Hayden Christensen.
Oh,
my
no.
god!
He's back. He's reprising his role as the Spinosaurus. Let's go.
Tip, tip. You go watch the
And then Disney buys it and changes everything.
Disney
folks.
has bought dinosaurs.
Yeah, they bought the
Disney bought
dinosaurs.
I mean, they
Tim-
did have
Timura
dinosaurs.
Timura
the
Morrison
series,
is now voicing all T-Rexes.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Extended
see, this
universe is
this
not
is-
canon. You're stuck on Earth.
Yeah. See, this is. I was excited to come and chat with you guys because I was like,
Oh, hell
what,
yeah.
what shenanigans is possibly going to happen on this after I've listened to y'all's podcast? I was like,
We've never
I was
really
like,
come
there's
in with
gotta be
anything.
some
What's your
No.
favorite
shenanigans
episode?
Sometimes
gonna
we
go
do.
on.
What's your favorite episode so far?
Oh, it was. I have a list.
Yeah,
Tier list of our
we were
episodes.
talking about this
I
a
have
while
a
ago, and he
list.
gave us a rundown. We're like, really?
Oh
It
yeah.
was-
I actually have a favorite.
You should say this
hang
one.
on.
This is your favorite episode.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm on this one, so you know. Let's see where my list is. Okay, so I
feel like
liked. It was the episode 3, self-proclaimed fandom experts. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this one I didn't quite get because like Garrett hasn't seen Shrek, so the Shrek memes and US football padding, that was interesting because, you know, I was like, he's never seen it, and he hates all the memes, but he hasn't seen the movie yet. Which
I think I talked
yeah.
about how I was
we
like
need to
I was on my way
change.
back up. Like
we
from,
do need
like,
to
the-
change that. We gotta make
Yeah.
a
Yes, we do.
change for once in
Um,
our lives.
Gotta
Gotta watch Shrek.
Change.
Yeah, I think I talked about in that episode how like I was on my way back up to being like, okay, I'm willing to watch it because there was a while there where like the memes just kind of like
And then you didn't
were
watch
too
it.
much. I was just like, I don't care.
and
I don't want
then
to.
I believe
And
it
I'm willing.
was.
I'm willing to.
I believe it was the Brent's cursed future children. That was funny. And there was another one that I could not stop laughing. Where are you? Oh, the one where Ben is customer service.
Oh yeah.
That was so
Yep.
good. I love
Yep,
that
yep,
one
yep.
so much.
I feel
That
like we're
was-
patting
that was-
ourselves on the back here with
That was fun. That was fun.
with
Petting
Oh.
ourselves,
asking.
stroking ourselves. It's yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Talk
be
about
honest.
how-
My favorite episode of your podcast is the one I'm on.
Is the one you're on the
Yeah,
Star Wars
that
one?
was my favorite episode. I've
I
listened
mean,
back to it
it's
twice
Star
now.
Wars.
My favorite
we
one
are
was
we are gonna do
probably
a
when the
part
Prophets
2.
were
We
on. Hell
we
yeah.
have to set up a part 2.
Mm.
Ooh, we should get all 3 of y'all on part 2 for the the Star Wars one, including we need to get Whippy too. So we'll have 4
Oh my
people
gosh,
on
that's
there.
gonna
We
be
should
a
get y'all on there.
party.
It's
Yeah,
a party
about Star
episode.
Wars.
The party.
You liked the Prophets one. You
I
said,
loved the
you
Prophets
said,
one.
Brett.
It was funny. They're
Yeah?
always so funny.
Oh yeah, we thought it was gonna get raunchier than it did. It didn't quite go as raunchy as we thought, but it was getting there. Just wait. Zach M. Rutledge's is gonna be posted tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be
that
good.
one. That one was like shenanigans. That one had some shenanigans going.
Hell yeah.
Because if you watch him on Twitch, and then you actually like get him off of Twitch, and it's like a personal like chat, like where he's not being distracted by chat, it's something else, man. It's something else.
And you have like this really good reoccurring bit where you kind of ask what your favorite, like, what's your favorite set? Almost, you kind of ask that, or you're like,
we ask what the what everybody's favorite Lego element is of the day.
Yeah.
And actually, that came up. That was my boss's idea. My boss was like, "You should have something that you do every single episode, just to, keep the viewers like, oh, what are they gonna say this week, kind of deal." So it was like, let's ask the same question. Flobbit's like, I'm gonna
taking
steal
notes
this idea.
here. Hold on.
Taking notes. Hold please.
Taking notes from a better podcast. Like
You just hear me like scribbling on my chalkboard in the background.
we're not gonna mention our favorite
mind-blowing.
parts here because that's definitely your thing. I just wanted to mention that's one of my favorite. One of your favorite moments. One of my favorite moments from your podcast. Yeah.
No, I've been listening to y'all's and it's funny, I catch myself, and it's very weird. Before I finish what I was gonna say, I don't like, so I've said y'all for most of my life, right? But sometimes, because I'm part of the English language, sometimes the you all wants to come out, but then it doesn't roll off your tongue very well. So when that happens to me, and I'm like, why am I saying you all? I never say that. And it sometimes comes out when I'm tired. And then I'm like, that doesn't roll off my tongue well. And I go back and I'm like, y'all, that's what I meant to say, y'all. But yeah, no, y'all's podcast is a lot of fun. I listen to it on the way to work because it's hilarious. It kind of is like a pick me up in the morning. And I think podcasting, I don't know why it's not as big as it should have been. Like,
it's huge
but
nowadays.
it's huge in its own community.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Like it never took over radio like we all thought it might.
No.
Yeah, it is its own thing, definitely. And I think like a lot of podcasts are very like, this is this. Like, I've listened to Egyptian history podcasts. I've listened to dinosaur podcasts. I've listened to podcasts where two celebrities talk about their times on shows.
Right, yeah.
It's all very specific. But
yes,
what I like about our podcast, we just sort of chat. It's a lot more.
It's kind of
chatty.
whatever. Yeah, like where like some of yours, you're like, some of it's shenanigans. Like I think that's just I think it's just shenanigans. That's kind of what we go into for.
I mean, then that's like, that's awesome that you guys do it that way. I think our thing with that is a lot of the content that at least with me and Becca Bubbles is the Lego content, because the people that we're talking to are mainly doing Lego content. Yeah. Whereas like you guys really do go into everything and talk about everything. And that's what I like about y'all's podcast. It's like,
Yeah,
you know,
you're very focused and you have a baseline to go off of. We're just kind of like hit the record button and we're going. We
and
we
you're
do
going,
have
yeah.
topics sometimes, like I think a few episodes ago. Did that one go out?
Oh, is this yeah, no, the last one came out was their New Zealand trip week 1 was your last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Also,
your,
I'd
that
like
was
to
your last
say
one.
for you, just for you, well, I guess this one will go out the weekend after we recorded it. The next one, well, the second part for week 2 will come out the week after then, and it's the reason it's called quotation mark there will
they'll get
make
it. They'll
sense after we get the second
Yeah.
episode out.
Oh, okay, it'll
That's
make
why
sense.
it's weird.
I have an
Okay.
opinion about this. The next word should have been in the first episode. Should have been 2 words and then 2 words.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Y'all
Anyway,
should get together
you guys
about
have
naming
you guys have
episodes.
just ruined it because now people can put it together when we recorded this.
No, it's
Because now we
fine.
know it's after the
Didn't
first
we
one,
didn't
but
we
before the
already
second one.
didn't we already get to that point? Like people
Probably.
already know because we were talking about Whippy.
That's
true.
yeah. Oh man, that we've well, yeah. They already know.
But they didn't. We didn't
Watching
talk
us
about Whippy
right
being
now.
back.
How did they?
We talked about
Man,
Whippy
can you
streaming.
believe that Whippy went to the moon? That was unbelievable.
Oh
that was
man,
crazy.
that was my favorite part of his stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Whippy Moon
Whippy.
stream.
I love
goes
it
Whippy
when
on the
Whippy
moon.
moves.
Live on
Whippy
moon.
on the moon.
You know,
man.
I could just imagine. So, and it's interesting because, like most people don't realize that they have accents, right? Well, like
Mhm.
Whippy, you can definitely tell Whippy is from New Zealand, like 100%. But I could just imagine Whippy on the moon, like just talking about being on the moon and just listening to his
I
accent.
could
being
listen
like,
to Whippy talk about
like-
being on the moon for
Wait.
so long.
oh yeah.
Hang on a minute. Just hang on one little secret of a second, right? Do me
Yeah.
and Ben not sound like we have New Zealand accents, or is it just so?
Yours
so-
aren't super strong.
Right.
Yours
I've
is
been
there,
asked
but
from,
it's
Go ahead. Sorry.
but it's not like
It's not
Whippy's,
hugely
no.
prominent. No.
Right.
I've been told that I sound. I've been asked if I was English.
You do
Twice.
sound more. You sound
Yes,
more.
you do
English.
sound more English.
I've been asked if I was
Right.
English twice. I've also been asked if I was French.
That's
So-
actually amazing.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Now, I will say,
bon.
meeting Brent's father, he's got a very thick New Zealand accent,
Okay.
and
this
I
makes
now,
me-
after meeting him, I can recognize when it comes through with Brent.
Okay.
When does it?
That's
Wait,
pretty
what?
cool.
Occasionally, I'll hear the hard New Zealand twang come through your voice.
Oh, the
Right.
twang. He's got a twang.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I got a
yeah,
twang fang.
You know.
so okay. So then I definitely have to ask. Do I sound funky?
I can't say anything because my mom grew up in Kansas and Oklahoma. So I've been saying y'all and been hearing her voice since forever, so I don't know.
You
But
don't
I
know.
would
mean,
say
Like,
no,
I'm
but
not
I'm
sure.
biased.
You
It's
both
easier-
sound American,
easier
but it's
for-
different.
Americans to guess the flavor of America than it is
Yes.
for international
Carrots,
people
cheese
to guess the flavor of America.
Yes, Garrett's cheese flavored.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I can hear his accent and know that he is from where he is.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that I knew right away before you even told me where you were from. I was like, I know exactly where he is from. I
Exactly.
don't have to Well, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know
he was
this.
standing out by my house the next day. It was really fucking weird.
Yeah, with a Star Wars banner being like, "Hey."
I was like, COVID!
I was imagining
Brethren!
Mm.
Kinsmen!
But no, like some places you can guess. I'm unfortunate. I'm not from like just one place. I have lived many places, so my accent kind of gets wonky.
That
You've
probably
Traveled
helps, yeah.
far.
Yes,
You have
yes,
many
and
tales.
I spent time in Canada too, so I
Okay.
if I don't catch myself, my stories come out, and it's
That's
bad because I
amazing.
get caught doing it, and people are like, "What
Do
did you
y'all ever
say?"
find that you just like sometimes slip into different voices and you're like, wait a minute, hang on just a second. That's not
Yes.
really.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I seem to have been doing that a lot.
I
Yes.
sometimes slip into my yena, like the more
Yeah, nah.
like the yena, mate. Like really, we were just fucking around here, eh? Yeah, I slip into that, but it's the language that it slips into.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
So you've
it's when I
associated
use
words with language.
no, it's
With
when
with an accent.
when I slip into the accent is when I'm using phrases and words, and I just
Right.
drop into that accent a bit. Yeah,
Mm.
that makes sense.
I grew up like enunciating my words a bit more. So yeah, I guess
See, I
that's
grew up with well, I grew up with a terrible speech. I had to take speech therapy to try and enunciate more and not slobber my words into people's ears.
I
Oh,
can
and see
I can
like
kind of tell because you said therapy instead of therapy. You didn't you said
Shush your face.
I've never
I never
read
finished
that.
the thing. I never passed, okay?
wait.
I've
mean
never
shush your
read
face?
as that. I've always thought that was more of an accent thing. I never read that as not being able to do a th.
No,
But
that's
that's just
me.
me.
well, Garrett, it's like so I don't know if you guys have ever heard me speak, but obviously you've heard me speak, but
I've
like
never heard your voice before.
I was more on that.
Till this
Never
very
mind. That's a
second, I
bad
don't know who I
wording.
was talking to.
That's a bad wording. So my mom's side of the family is from the eastern part of the United States, and I
The
don't
Pacific
say
Northwest.
no from think like New York, New Hampshire, that area.
Is that not the
Right.
Pacific Northwest?
No.
No, that's the East Coast. So Pacific Northwest is the West Coast of the United States.
Oh yeah, Atlantic. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Atlantic Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I say when I'm speaking and you hear me say the word for, I'm pronouncing it correctly now, but I don't say for. I say fur. Like
Oh.
instead of FOR, it
Mm.
sounds it actually comes out as FUR, like fur. Like
So
I'm going for. I don't say that. I say I'm going
Going
for
for
a
it.
ride. I'm going for it.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm going
Going-
for a ride. I don't ever say that. I say fur. I'm going for a ride.
Ah.
Because my enunciation and the way that the word is spoken in that area is as if it was spelled fur, like fur on an animal. My dad is from Ohio, and
Mm.
when someone says I'm going to have a root beer, they
Root
don't
beer?
say root beer in Ohio. They say root beer.
Root
It's-
beer,
it's-
yeah.
It's
Oh,
a,
I thought
it's
you
a
were gonna
rut.
say they were gonna say route
Route
Do you
beer.
guys do
Route
you guys
beer.
know what
Root
like
beer.
Kiwi, New Zealand, like Australian like
Oh my
slang
gosh.
root is? Like I'm going for a root.
Wait,
You
what?
know what that is?
I wasn't gonna mention that bit.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna mention
Wait,
it.
what?
Fucking hell, I'm gonna mention it. Do you guys know
Oh
what
my
like if I
gosh.
said I'm going for a root, can you guys guess what that is?
No.
Like a bike ride or something?
You could say
Bike
that.
Oh no.
Intercourse.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so it's
okay.
it's like the southern slang for I'm going to have a rut.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you think
Like
that
you've
comes
never
from?
heard you've never heard of like
I can get
when
rut.
they're
That's
talking
like
about
having
like pigs going and rutting?
No. Granted, I
No?
didn't really grow up around farm. I'm surprised that with some of the family friends we had that I spend a lot of time with, especially at like reenactment stuff, that didn't happen.
That's interesting.
Weird. No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
see, my mom is from Kansas and southern Indiana and then mostly Oklahoma, but
Yeah.
my dad is 100% Wisconsin.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like his family, we got the milk and
Mhm.
the Italian, you know,
Ah, uh-huh.
and the beg.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you
Right.
give me a beg? It's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Thankfully, I because of my mother not being from the north, I didn't ever get that ingrained. I will say a milk comes out every now and again, and I'm it's I notice it, and I want to die every time it happens.
My mum's from England, but I've heard her accent just like kind of has died down into it's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think you've said that
transformed into a
before.
New Zealand accent. Yeah.
Yeah, Mum
Yeah. Did you
definitely has
notice
an
that when you
accent.
met my mum that
Yeah,
her
I didn't like I knew that she was English, but I like it didn't pick up at all. It was
yeah.
definitely just not as thick as your dad's, but just like it's just there was no English there really.
Well, and it's
accent
crazy.
chameleon?
And it's crazy. Some accents like they they can be so thick. So when I first talked to Becca Bubbles, she is from I believe it's South Downs in
Oh,
in the UK.
okay.
I couldn't understand half of what she said the first time
Really?
we conversated.
Has
I
her
was like,
accent changed at all, or speech pattern changed at
no,
all? Because like
it's just I've gotten used to it and I understand
oh
it now.
Really?
okay, because like I was like oh yeah,
Interesting.
like I can definitely understand Becca like.
It's probably
I
because
don't
she
know.
pays attention when she's on the podcast.
But
Oh,
it was
maybe.
very
I don't
thick.
know.
It was very thick.
It's probably when
Yeah,
it's
you
in
can
casual
definitely tell.
conversation that you were like, wait, whoa, hold on, slow down.
You're like, what now? I'm like, what now?
Yeah, really thick like English accents from different parts of like or like British accents from different parts of Britain. Like it's
Oh
some of
yeah.
them get like real hard, like real fast, and you like you
Like-
cannot understand any of
like
it.
a Cockney accent, like my
Oh,
granddad
Yes.
has.
Cockney
My
is-
granddad is
And
a
like
is a Londoner.
like
So
like,
he's
uh,
got a classic Cockney,
Maca-
but he's not
Maca-
thick. It's not as thick now.
Maca, Echo, and Brick Cave. I don't know if you remember Brick Cave, but they
Yes.
all of them very different. Echo Bricks. His accent's thick. Like
Is it?
he has a very thick accent. Yeah. Yeah.
See, now is it? Do they? Okay. Now let's. Is it that they've got a thick accent, or is the accent so far from your own accent that it just seems thick?
Yes, it's so
Yes.
far from mine. Yes.
Right.
It all that's I mean that's the whole thing of accents. It's like you just your ears don't hear it a lot.
Yeah, the English language has gotten so what's the
Diversely
word?
spoken
Yes,
almost.
That's why
diversely
you both
spoken.
sound. Yep, you're both American, but I can't tell where like there's like
Yeah.
a slight difference, but it's not that much.
Yeah, again,
Whereas you
I
two
think-
can tell each other.
The way
like,
I
Oh,
explain
absolutely.
it is that you can see like parents who've grown up with two twin children, like identical twins. they can tell the difference because
Yeah.
it's about exposure. And so if you've grown your entire life around different American accents, you can be able to discern what's what. Whereas we don't have that same sort of experience. And so it's all just kind of like American. We can't tell the minutiae of different accents.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the only thing, like, I think the way you could get around that is, like, you could tell, like, I think with us, because we have diverse parents and, like, Puck has lived in quite a few places, his accent is quite diverse. So, like, it's average. All of them have averaged out for you.
Yes. Yes.
So like I other than hearing y'all, like I would not have guessed like Austin. Like that I would have been like y'all was the thing that pointed it out. And even for me, it's like I say y'all like literally all the time because of my
Yeah.
mother. But like with there are like certain things like I'm sure that you guys could guess that like someone was from the South with and they've got their cowboy accent, you know, or like
Oh,
you could
like
see
if you
Yeah.
were to meet my husband, you would definitely be able to tell.
Darn toot not on the ranch.
He is much. He's not quite that, but he's a North Carolinian Southern
Okay.
accent. So it's different. Or if you were to meet my mom and my mom were to have a couple of drinks, her West Virginian comes out.
I bet that's fun.
Mountain Mama.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like the generic like New York accent, or like I guess
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like it's considered more Brooklyn than anything.
Yeah, like a Brooklyn accent. Yes.
Yeah. Like that, you could probably discern like, hey, they're probably from there. Probably just
Or
because of movie context and things like that.
or if you were to go visit like Illinois and listen to people speak from Illinois, I'm gonna go wash my clothes.
People that's also like
just
that
sound
stretches
drunk.
all the way to Pennsylvania as well. What'd you say?
Wait, what did you say?
You just sound drunk.
You sound drunk. I mean, that's not
I'm gonna go
wrong.
wash my
That's
car.
That's not wrong.
It's
You know
That's
what
not
the
wrong.
funniest thing is?
Are you
I was hanging out with a bunch of guys from the Rebel Force Radio podcast, and I was talking to like one of the hosts, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like what back when I was working at this job, I would." Me and my coworkers would like go up to Milwaukee and get drunk for the weekend and party and stuff up there. I'm like, why? Is the beer really that much better? He's just like, I don't know. That's just what we did. It's like, okay.
I mean,
Like, I don't know. It was
I'm
weird.
from South Florida, so the things, y'all watch Sapiens, right?
Yeah,
No.
sometimes.
Okay. Well, his when he talks about Florida and the crazy things that happen in Florida,
Florida man.
Florida man is
That's
a
why
thing.
Florida
Florida
man.
man exists, because it's
Florida
real.
man is a thing. We would do things just because.
You've told me some of the stories you've told me. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh yeah. There are lots of shenanigan stories to.
Yeah, we've had long conversations. I've heard many a story that I'm just like, damn, my childhood was boring.
Like, yeah, let's go out on the creek and get drunk while we're kneeboarding this creek is definitely like you come off the river, and there are alligators there, and you just don't care.
You just
Whatever.
don't go by them.
Yeah, you do go by them. They just don't bother you.
Here be
They're
gator
not
season.
crocodiles.
Here be
I guess
gator
Oh yeah,
season.
no.
They're
Yeah,
real chill, are they?
Yeah, gators don't usually bother you unless it's like mating season, and then but usually mating
What are
season
they-
you're not
What are
in
they
the
trying
river.
to do?
What do you mean?
If it's
Like-
what do they try to do if it's mating
Come on,
season?
man.
Oh well,
Bro.
I mean, mating season. It's super aggressive. Like that testosterone's flowing, bro.
Okay.
Come on.
Just making sure.
Come on, Ben. Come
You
on.
know.
Get under the bus, Ben. It's your turn.
Yeah, Ben
It's
needs to
time.
go under the bus.
There's no
I'm
one
driving
supposed to
this
be
time.
bus, Brent.
It's a school bus. There's lots of
Hey.
room.
Yeah,
It's
but,
gonna
like,
be
you're
one of
spread-
those.
You're spread
those,
out.
like-
I think.
Do
I
I
think.
get a
I think.
Greyhound
Got a
with
bendy
like
bus
all
now.
of like the storage along the bottom side, so there's like an inch between the pavement and the bus?
Oh yeah. But I think Ben needs to go back to school to understand what happens during
Take the
mating
bus
season.
and then you can go walk back out
What
of
do
it
you
and get
mean?
hit by it.
They didn't teach us about gators.
You know what's funny?
Gators.
In like the amount of times this last in the last year that I've went down to Florida, I never saw a gator. And I drove
Really?
and I
They're all in your
drove
back. They're all in
from
your boot.
Orlando to Gainesville back and forth. plenty
Oh,
of
that's
times.
why you're too far
Too far
north.
north? Okay.
Well, actually, let me go back on that. Actually, you're not too far north. You're just not in the right places.
That's fair. Because I'm
You-
just
you
like
need to
I
go-
took the
you need to go to,
turnpike
like-
the turnpike north.
Yeah, you need to go like to like the river, like
yeah.
so like St. John's River, and like to St. Augustine and go.
We went to St. Augustine actually.
you
like
didn't-
the times
did you
that I've gone
go-
down there.
Did you
and we
go
walked
down
around.
by the water?
Yeah, quite a
And
bit.
you didn't
actually.
see any?
Nah.
Well,
Dang.
that's some shit luck.
Yeah,
man.
we saw
They've gone on
dolphins though
vacation.
one
They
time.
went on
They were
vacation.
playing around.
They,
were
they went
cool.
a little. They're like those.
I mean, you
eels that,
could
like,
have
swim all the
you
way
could
in.
have also gone to the alligator farm in St. Augustine.
I could. We were thinking about doing it, but then we just ended up not.
Yeah, I was like that.
But no,
would've been a way to see 'em.
the only other time I've been down to Florida was when me and my family went on vacation to the company that my dad did and still does work for, had a timeshare down there. So
Okay.
we got to stay at the Ron John Resort down on Cocoa Beach, which was really cool.
Very nice.
Hang on. Are you, wait.
This
I'm
was
sorry.
years
I
ago.
kind of missed this whole thing. Are you saying you haven't seen any gators in Florida?
Apparently, he's never
Not
seen
recently. Not recently.
Oh,
No,
okay. I was gonna
when
say,
I went
it's
down
like, you came all the way to New Zealand and you saw gators. We have
Yes.
gators in the zoo.
yes. No, just like in all the time, like I guess I just didn't. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was like also colder out, so I'm not sure. But no, like when this was like years ago, we went down to this timeshare and we drove all the way down, made a couple stops on the way, and we did see quite a few gators just chilling in the ditches and stuff. So that
Oh, okay.
because that was down
Yeah.
by Cocoa Beach and stuff. We went to Kennedy Space Center and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you definitely see some gators down there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kennedy Space
Gators.
Center was so cool.
They used to end up in our backyard after a storm.
What is
they
it?
dig their
Is it more protected or something?
yeah, because they we
First
lost
Well, maybe we should wrap it up.
Oh, there
it's
he
getting a
is.
bit
Back.
funny.
yeah we lost so during like hurricanes and stuff, the lakes would get like over flooded and everything, and the gators would dig underneath the gates,
Oh,
Right.
and they dig under, like make a big hole, and then they'd be in our swimming pool until we could get
oh my
someone to come
gosh.
get them out. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, I mean, so if they're small ones, so this is where it's interesting. So if it's a big one, you gotta call like animal control kind of deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta call animal control. But if
Mhm.
if they're small, you can just get in the water with them and grab them. Like I mean the small ones are no bigger than like kitty cat size. You just
That's
Hey,
fair, I
I'm
guess.
terrified of those
Just grab it
things.
by the tail and fling it. I don't know. That's
oh
how I would do it.
no, not even. So like most, and this is where a lot of people don't understand. So like you have crocodiles, right?
No.
Yeah.
where the crocs
Well, I
are
know of it,
aggressive
but-
and mean, right?
Hmm.
But the gators typically are non-aggressive. Like they're not usually mean. They
Okay.
now if you start start fucking with the thing, maybe.
Are they
Oh
supportive?
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
But the young ones, the little ones that are no bigger than like the size of my kitty cat, you can get in the water with them, and they'll usually just come and check you out, like come say hello kind of deal.
Okay.
And then if they end up in your pool, like literally you just hop in the water with them, and you don't like jump in, you get in and you come up to it and you pick it up and you toss it over your fence kind of deal.
Makes
Uh,
sense.
Okay.
Now, would you get in the water with a big one?
No.
No. Like you're not getting in with a 10 or 13 foot alligator and saying, "Hey, I'm your friend. Come play." No. That's not happening, because that thing will latch onto your leg and drag you underwater.
Fair
Oh, jeez.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the little ones, you don't really got to worry about. It's just the big ones.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you wanna go ahead and plug your stuff again, we'll go ahead and end it
absolutely.
out here.
Yeah, so if you want to come and hang out with me, I'm Shipwreck Bricks on Instagram and on Twitch. And if you want to listen to the podcast, it's Brick City Radio, and we try to get one out once a month. And yeah, but thanks for having me, guys. This was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you so much for
Of
coming on,
course.
Puck.
So
Yeah,
much
just
fun.
invite me anytime.
Hell yeah.
I'm down. We're gonna do some Star Wars chat later on this year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100% down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
All right.
Coming up.
Thanks for listening, everyone, and we will see you guys around. And any feedback, send it to 2Kiwis&Cheese at gmail.com, and or leave a review, comment, tell us we're doing great.
Leave a
or
little
not.
kiss in the comments.
Oh yeah, little XOXO.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.